Hi and welcome to this live stream, which is about the three keys or three essential keys for communicating with our spiritual helpers. So you may know that I have a workshop coming up this weekend around communicating with the divine, with different intelligences, with guides, with angels, with nature intelligence, called Divine Communication Workshop. And these three frequencies, these three keys wanted to come in first, or at least they're coming in first, and they're coming in for all of us who want to really feel more comfortable being a channel for the universe and expressing what's coming through us, whether we are, if you like, picking that up from our higher self and from higher consciousness, or whether it's sort of via different intelligences or different guides or different beings. So it's exciting now to see what's going to come in today. So you're very welcome. Again, whether you're live or in the replay, you're very welcome. And if you want to have the intention that you're allowing yourself to receive whatever it is that you need, and even if you listen again a second time or even a third time, what is coming in will come in a slightly different way because you'll be in a different space in yourself. So let's see what's coming in. So hi, you're very welcome. If you want these three essences, if you want these three frequencies, these three keys to come in as essences into water, then have 3 glasses or bottles of fresh water with you, so that then you can drink those frequencies during the day or over the next few days. And when you drink the frequencies held in water, they become more grounded. We embody them more. They become more physical within us. So it can be really helpful to drink them. So if you'd like to do that, then just have water, and they'll come in during the session. Before we start, if you want to say hi, say who's here, then do. Or if you'd rather just stay quiet, that's totally fine as well. So before we start, or properly start, do you want to take a moment to just feel into your body, and maybe take a breath and just feel your body on the chair, your feet on the ground. Just be aware of your body. Hi Island, welcome. Lovely to see you too. And just really feel into your body. Be aware of your physical form. Hi Ivana, welcome. So, because when we do this sort of multidimensional communicating, the more we are connected with our physical body, the more we're connected with the earth, the more useful it is, and the more we can bring in what's needed. If we're out of our body, if we're ungrounded, if we're kind of all over the place, then we're not going to be such a tuned in receiver of information. And it won't be as accessible in sort of a format that is helpful for us here on earth. So, hi Patricia. You're all very welcome. Lovely to have you here. So first of all, just really feel into your body and breathe. And it looks like with what's happening. Hi Siobhan, you're very welcome. And it looks like what's happening is like a tuning in. So even for us to show up in the space, even before the frequencies start coming in or the keys start coming in, we're already in a field of energy and intelligence and consciousness that's kind of fine-tuning us, helping us to kind of open up to higher frequencies. It's also helping us to kind of have a more firm connection with the earth as well as with source. So if you want to have that sense of connection with the earth, have a sense of your connection with source, have a sense that you are an expression of the universe. You're expressing certain frequencies. You're being the universe in your unique way. And have a sense of oneness, like this connection with all life. Okay, and just notice how you're feeling. It looks like there's an unraveling. Yeah, it's almost like I can feel, if you want to feel into your body, it feels a little bit like this sort of unraveling happening through the physical body, through all the chakras and the nervous system and meridians and so on. It's unraveling of, actually, do you know what it is? It feels quite like an unraveling of identity. It's like we have a certain sense of ourselves. It's like, this is who I am, this is how I function. And we're being encouraged to go, oh, okay, and maybe there's more. So, hi Lorraine. Yeah. So notice how you're feeling, and also notice how does it feel to just expand, to allow yourself to expand. And you may not be feeling anything at all. You might be going, I don't know if anything's going on, but just trust your process. Just trust what's happening, and even just imagine how does it feel to expand and allow growth, because in whatever it is we're learning, whether it's learning to read or learning the piano or learning, there's growth and expansion no matter what that is. And it's like we're showing up in a learning space right now, and these frequencies or these keys that are coming in are supporting our learning. To me it feels quite exciting. So I don't know, how does it feel to you? Do you have a sense of something opening up? And this is even just showing up in this space, is even before that communication piece is really coming in. So yeah, so just notice how you are. Breathe. There's still a little bit more unraveling happening through the body. So even if you want to notice where in your body your attention is being drawn to, like for me, I can feel it very much around the tummy area. So you may feel it there, or you may feel it somewhere else. Okay, yeah, okay, and then maybe notice down through your hips and through your legs. Hey Patricia, see a heart from you. I'm guessing that means you're feeling something. Okay, all right, so now there's that multidimensional communication piece coming in. And so with what we're speaking about here, or connecting with here, is the highest frequency helpers. It's the highest frequency beings of light, nature intelligence, universal consciousnesses, and different forms or expressions of the universe, if you like, just like we're a form and expression of the universe. So all these different individual intelligences and consciousnesses, expressions of the universe, and angels as well. Yeah, so just notice how does it feel to almost like be opening up to saying hello and just greeting and being present, and yeah, allowing a connection to happen. And if you want to get the first glass of water, the first key is on its way in. It is supporting us to open up that channel, open up our channel, and open our channel of channels of communication as well. Yeah, there's quite a lot going on around the crown and through our channel. Tricia, just before you start, the iliac on your left is very sore. Ooh. Tricia, do you want to allow, I know it hasn't come in yet, but it's still in the energy field. Do you want to allow the third key, the third key that's coming in today to come and support? So it's coming in and supporting kind of your sacral area, and then up your spine and down through your legs, kind of through your body. And anybody else who wants this, even before I sort of feel like I'm not meant to say the name of it yet, but if you want to just have the intention of allowing it to come in, and it's unraveling along the spine, it's kind of opening up the flow of energy along the spine, and that then is spreading through the electrical system, through the nervous system, through the whole body. And that looks like there's more grounding in your legs. Yeah, it's like more of your energy showing up in your body. So I don't know, how does that feel? See what comes in. Okay. All right. So yes, if you want to notice the water that the first key is coming into, have the intention that you're allowing it to come in. And also have the sense you're really co-creating it. So it's not just me doing something, or some random being doing something, that you're co-creating it. So you are a human, the human component, or the human member of a partnership of different intelligences. And we'll be doing more of this on Saturday. And the human component is important because we're the ones that are physical on Earth here, and we're the ones who can take the action and things like that. So if you want to have a sense that you are, the human team member of this multidimensional partnership, so Patricia's feeling better. Great. Yeah. I think there's quite a lot of shifting to do with what's coming in today, and other things as well. But so hopefully you see how it goes during the day, or during the session. Okay. So I don't know if you all want to move your body, move your legs, move your hips. There's quite a lot of grounding. And so the name of this first key is opening your channel. Oh, okay, and even just saying the name of it, there's a shift coming in. I don't know if you can feel that. There's a lot around the heart and connecting down with the emotions and the earth, and through the throat and up through your channel. And again, it's like your channel, but almost like within your channel, or like aspects of your channel are the channels of communication. Yeah, very heart. There's a lot of heart energy around this. It's almost like opening channels within the heart around communication. So I don't know, can you say, and keep breathing. So then that allows the energy to keep moving through. So when we are communicating with our helpers, so it could be with a guide, an angel, a particular intelligence, an ascended master, universal light, we are really allowing ourselves to be present at a heart, in a heart way, a heart frequency within that connection and communication. And this opening your channel frequency is really supporting that heart piece around the communication. Okay. How's anybody feeling this? Can you feel it? It's all grounding now, it's all landing, it's all sort of embodying, so it's coming into the water, and as well as that, your body is feeling more comfortable with those frequencies. So as you're holding the space for that to come into the water, of course it's coming through your energy field as well, so it's like your body is feeling more comfortable with that. So okay. Hey Ellen, you feel it in your jaws. Is that also related to this key, do you think? Yes, it feels like it's opening up a lot around the communication. It feels like it's it's like you've been holding back on communicating things that are kind of intuitive, because maybe they're different to the kind of more logical communication that a lot of the time that we are doing. Now it also feels like a relief. It feels like, oh, maybe I don't need to hold back. So there is a relief coming in around that communication. But that opening a channel frequency feels, Island, like it is coming in, and it's just like unlocking different things around the jaws, and also through the temples and various places. So see what comes in with this next key. So this next key feels like it's coming in now. So again, if you want to, if we all want to get the glass or the bottle of water for the second key, and have the intention that you're allowing it to come into the water. Ooh. Quite a lot still going on around the heart, slightly higher, and into the throat as well. It's like, I almost feel like it's a bit itchy, wanting to open it up or something. It's like, oh. So this one is called Connecting with Source. And it feels really exciting. It feels really, really good, really exciting, and really kind of just like brightness. It's just like this wanting to shine feeling. So this one's coming into the water now. And Randy, you felt it on top of your head when you started to talk about it. So that feels again like your channel's opening up. It feels very practical. It's like, yep, this is what's happening. It's very real. It's very normal. It's just here. So it's good. And Island's gone now. Oh, cool. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah, magical things can happen when we work with the energies. Okay, so this second key, the connecting with source, it's got this bright, sparkling, shining feeling to it. It looks bright and sparkling and shining. And it's almost like when we connect with it or when we drink it, it opens up parts of us that had been holding back, that have been maybe staying small or staying hidden or just staying like, I'm just going to stay over here because, you know, it's much safer if I'm here. And so this essence is real. This key is really helping us to unlock a feeling of, oh, it's okay to be here, to be seen, to say what I want to say, to be present in this space. And it feels like it's very much linked to being open to being in a space of communication with different beings and intelligences. So something coming around source. So when we're engaged in conscious communication with different beings and intelligences, you know, it's really important that we see ourselves as equal, that we don't give our power away, that we're in dialogue or communication or partnership, just like we might be with, you know, a team of physical helpers, whether it's a medical team, whether it's a team of, you know, architects or builders building a house, you know, where there is that sense of partnership and everybody is equal, is playing an equal role. We don't give, ideally anyway, we don't give away our power to anybody, and we really value and appreciate the input that each team member can bring. So whether it's, you know, so whether you're communicating with an individual being or intelligence and consciousness or a group, that, you know, it's important that you don't give away your power, that you are clear that you are your own, you have your own channel, your own connection with source, with the earth, you are your own unique expression, you have access to all information and all knowledge, and at the same time our human self, you know, we're not so aware of it when we're in human form and connect with our human form, and so sometimes it can be helpful to connect and communicate with beings and intelligences and consciousness who do have that more open and aware connection, and so they can bring in different points of view and so on. So that connecting with source key is kind of like reminding us of our own source connection at the same time as opening up to the source connection that's coming through the different other beings and intelligences and so on. So Lorraine, tingling feet for 2. For the second key, is it? Yeah, that feels really exciting as well. It's like all this sparkly feeling coming up through your body, through your energy, and it's got a feeling of opening up and also feeling more relaxed in the space of being a conscious communicator with the non-physical, with consciousness. So I don't know how that feels to you, if that resonates. And there's quite a feeling of like becoming more grounded in that. So yeah, feels good. Yeah, okay, so there's a little bit more of that second one coming in. So if you notice the water for the second key, again, have the intention that the key is coming into this water. Breathe. Okay, all right, so now it just looks like it's just connecting. Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure one touch came in to help the second key one in. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so that feels again like it's opening up your channel. So one touch, for anyone who doesn't know, you can have a look at it on my website. It's activating different points, 4 different points in your energy. It's its own frequency. It just really brings in calm, openness, flow, allowing, integrating. So yeah, I'll put a link in the description for anybody who wants to try it out. There are various audios and so on there about it and how to do it. Hi Patrick. So yeah, okay, so that second one feels like it's in. Feels, yeah, it feels like it's just in. How's anybody doing? Does anybody want to say how they're doing before we go on with the next one? It's as if there are things knitting together. I'm kind of getting a picture of wool being knitted into a certain form. So it looks like that this is something that's happening within our energy field. It's like a form. What is it? It's like, oh, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like there's a form showing up that is supporting us with this whole communicating with our spiritual helpers that feels very practical, useful, connected. It feels like some of the pieces that'll be coming in on Saturday, actually, in the workshop on Saturday, around very practical things like, well, how do I actually get answers? Can I actually communicate properly, where I say something and I get a response and I respond to that? This two-way response thing going on. And yes, there is. I'll show you how to do that on Saturday. Also very practical structure for being in more conscious partnerships. So whether you want to focus on your health, your work, your relationship, anything that is a thing, that is order, form and organisation, anything that's a thing, basically, that there is a structure that really helps to focus in on that. And I'll show that on Saturday as well. So that looks like aspects of that are coming in at the moment. Whether or not you're going to be there on Saturday, they look like they're still coming in for everybody. Very practical, very grounded. Okay, oh, and actually now the third one is coming in. So if you want to get the third glass of water or bottle of water and have the intention of allowing this third key to come in. And Eloine, stiffness on right side mid-back. Do you want Lorraine to allow... Okay, so it looks like you have it looks like you have a helper with you there at the moment, a soul, like highly evolved soul. It's a soul whose part of their purpose is helping. Okay, I can feel my throat clearing stuff now. So for me, I'm allowing that third frequency, that third key to come in, that allowing communication, because it feels like there's something releasing around this. So this soul looks like part of what they do, if you like, feels more masculine, so I'll say he. Part of what he's doing is helping people who are kind of bringing together threads of their life experience. When does this connect with your writing, Lorraine? It looks like one of the things he does is he helps people to bring together threads of their life experience, and being able to bring those threads together into a particular form, which could be a book in your case, creating something that has form, that is tangible, and that can be accessed by others. So it could come in lots of different ways for different people. So it may or may not be your writing for you, but there's something there, and it looks like he's helping you at the moment to kind of bring different strands together of things that you know or are aware of, or have learned, like knowledge and wisdom and that sort of thing, and be able to bring them together into a particular form. It could even be something like a sentence. Really, really simple. It could be something like a sentence. Do you want to just imagine that you're bringing together these strands? You're creating something, like sewing something or knitting something or writing something, that it has like order, form and organisation, so it's a thing, if you like. Imagine that it's landing in front of you, and just see how you're feeling in your back. It's like, just bringing things together. To me, it looks like there's quite a lot more energy flowing through you. A lot of lifting through here, and it feels like it's relevant for everybody as well. Yeah, and much more of you showing up in your energy field. So that's probably quite a long answer. See if it resonates. Yeah, okay, and so that soul feels like he kind of came in and kind of activated something, and now he's gone off again. So yes, just see what happens there, and then allow this third key to come in. So this one is called allowing communication. It's very much around allowing things to be said that maybe we haven't said before. So I feel like for me, what was going on around my throat there was kind of like here. And as soon as I started to talk about that soul, it's like I was seeing, because I hadn't seen something like that before. Like there's so many different things to say, so many different things to see. And there's always going to be new things. And so it felt like it was helping me to release I haven't described that before. Is that okay? Some unconscious thing. And so it's just releasing that and allowing me to be able to say it. So this allowing communication key is helping us to say things that we may not have said before or put into words before, which is very useful if we want to start, multidimensional communication, because all sorts of things will probably come in that we haven't said before. So how does this one feel? It feels very sort of soft and calming and reassuring. And it's like it just says, it's okay. It's okay. Just sort of be present. So it feels very, calming and relaxing. Does anybody feel that? There's kind of like a softening coming through the whole body. And at the same time, I'm sort of releasing around the crown, around the hips, the legs. Yeah. Also a feeling coming in around belonging. Like, it's so normal, it's so natural to be part of this multidimensional life, multidimensional experience. It's not just humans, or not just humans and animals and plants, that we're aware of on the earth. There's also humans, animals, plants, angels, highly evolved souls, a whole range of different intelligences and consciousnesses, and we're all part of life. So there's that sense of like oneness and belonging coming in. So Patricia, you can feel it. Okay, cool. Yeah. It's like unwrapping a parcel. So I've been given a parcel, and we know there's something there. We can't see exactly what it is, but we know there's something there, and maybe we're curious about it, and we start unwrapping it, and as it unwraps, we may get to see a little bit of it, or get to see a little bit more of it, and at some point then the whole thing is revealed. Sometimes what's revealed, we might understand what it is straight away, and other times we might be discovering more about what it is. So there's that feeling of unwrapping, opening up, discovering. That feels really nice. So Lorraine, yes, you're feeling things. Great. And Patricia, I feel like a large bright door welcoming us in. Oh, nice. Because a lot of these beings and so on are they just love and just really, really are so happy to be engaging consciously with us, with the people here, because it means that they can help much more, they can make a bigger difference, they can live their purpose more easily. There's growth and expansion on Earth, which when consciousness evolves anywhere, it contributes to consciousness evolving everywhere. And so there is that sense of great joy, from their side, that we're opening up to it. And that when we do open up to this conscious collaboration, conscious communication, we're opening up possibilities that weren't so obvious before, or we weren't as connected with them or aware of them. Including things like synchronicities and unexpected things happening that we couldn't possibly have planned for, but there we are, something shows up and it just is perfect. Or it's like when we when we maybe have an intention or a wish or an instinct about something, and our human self has certain roles to play there, and then we also allow the universe to do its bits, the bits that we can't do at a human level at least. It's that we're opening up to. So then, of course, we tap into masses of resources that we wouldn't have at a human level. If you think of our human mind as being winchy compared to the universal mind, when we open up to the universal mind, then there's just much more can happen, and things that we don't expect, things that, yeah. So if you want to go on this path, then sort of know that things might come in that are unexpected. And the more you stay connected to yourself and aligned with yourself and keeping your frequency high and being present with yourself, whatever way that is, the more easily things can come in, and you can go, oh yeah, look, this is what's showing up now, let's go with it. And release resistance to it and allow it to come in, and you'll discover it actually leads to the very things that you really wanted and you didn't know how they were going to happen. So Isla, you feel pressure in your head, like it's expanding, not enough space. Okay. So if you want to feel into your wider energy field and feel into the width of it, it's like your energy field is way wider. Now I know you regularly expand and feel into your wide energy field, but it feels like just do it again right now, because there's a sense of something else having opened up within your sense of your wider energy field. And that feels easier. And if you allow that first key to come in, the opening your channel, yeah, and that feels like a relief, and it's like, oh, okay, I can sit in, and it's like it's more comfortable being in the physical body, while also simultaneously being more comfortable with your wider energy field. So I don't know, Ellen, how does that feel? Does it feel like something's shifting there? Yeah, there's tingling all over. And Siobhan, strange left dead leg feeling. Okay. Do you want to allow that third one to come in, the allowing communication? So it looks like there are just loads and loads of, not quite sure what to call them, like frequencies maybe, that are wanting to communicate with you. It's almost like you have a natural affinity with whatever these frequencies are, that you have a natural affinity with them, Siobhan. And it's okay, yeah. So I don't know if you can feel things shifting just as we're being present with this. To me, it's like there's more energy flowing through your center, through your through the center of your being, we'll say. It's like in the center of your body, but it's like your energy field, really. And there's a left-right balancing. There's a shift happening, you're right through the whole of your energy field. So I don't know, are you feeling that feeling is shifting, Siobhan? Again, there's a feeling of belonging coming in. It's like, oh, this is so natural for me. It's like, oh, this is just who I am. I don't know if you're feeling that, but there's something coming in there around really allowing yourself to expand and open up and allow this whole multidimensional communication, because there's gold there. It's like just some really valuable resources there, or information or something. So you can feel it. Okay, yeah. So that, I feel like that shift might keep going, so you might continue to feel it shifting. If you allow those three essences or three keys to keep supporting you, to maybe have a sip of the water, and anytime, whichever one or ones you feel drawn to, just to support that expansion. So, and Alan, yes, it's shifted, brilliant. And Lorraine, you feel elongated sideways. Okay, yes. There's something there around like being really grounded and really here, and there's that feeling of oomphness and just, yep, I'm here, I'm present, and very, kind of almost like quite, I don't know if determine's quite the right word, but certainly quite purposeful maybe. And with that sense of purpose, then there's it's like being ready for something, ready for what wants to come through you. So yeah, that'd be interesting to see what comes in then. So okay, how's everybody doing? Everybody okay? I know there's still various things going on. If you want to, so if you want to just feel your body on the chair or wherever you are, your feet on the ground, just notice your legs, notice your torso, your head, notice your energy field. Allow yourself to kind of explore into the feeling of being bigger than you thought you were. Okay, so now this feels easier. Patricia, past tense on both hips. Never did that before. Oh, yes. So for anyone that's not familiar, past tense is one of the doTERRA oil blends. Really good for releasing tension, but also really good for past life, releasing past life stuff. And Patricia, that feels like it's linked in with past life stuff around the hips and also kind of up your spine a little bit there as well. Ooh. Feels good. And that allowing communication key is coming in as well around that. So, okay. All right, so it still looks like it's coming in, it's landing. It's not quite complete. Anybody else feel like sharing anything or saying anything? Perhaps I'll just mention about the workshop on Saturday for anybody who would like to come or to have the replay. I know there are various people who have other things on, but they want to have the replay. This Saturday morning, sort of Irish time. There's some pieces coming in around that. Yeah, so we're going to be learning how to have two-way conversations with individual helpers. So whoever, some people really resonate with angels, some people really resonate in nature intelligence, or there may be a specific guide or a specific ascended master or something that you want to communicate with. So we'll be showing you how to do that and how to get the answers, how to clear your energy so that you're in a clear space for the communicating. And then we'll also I'll also show you something that's called a coning, which is where you can work with in partnership with a group, a specific group of amazing helpers to support you with whatever project you want to focus on. So it could be your health, your relationship, your work, your whatever, finances, anything at all, your house, your garden, where you can have, again, the dialogues to support whatever it is that's helpful for you with that. So if you would like to come on Saturday, that would be amazing. The link is in the text, and the replay will be available if you can't make it live. Something about feeling into your energy, whether it feels right energetically. Yeah. And if you want to allow in the three keys, actually, so the opening your channel, the connecting with source, and allowing communication, they look like they're all coming in and they're just helping something now to land. So regardless of whether you want to join on Saturday for opening up more to it, they are supporting something to land right now, so that you're in that space of greater clarity and greater wholeness and greater like being together in your energy, like integrity within your energy field. So there's that sense of what's you and what's not you, or is that sense of being clear in your own channel, in your own space, because that's another thing that's really important, is to have a sense of what's us and what's not us. If we're trying to communicate and we're kind of a bit kind of blended or not solid in ourselves, it can be confusing. It's like, oh, is this what I'm picking up, or is that what I'm picking up? So being sort of having a sense of our own wholeness is really helpful for that. Okay. All right, so it just looks like it's all landing. So if you want to, again, feel into your body, feel into your hips, and feel your legs. Have a sense of like shining. I see like sort of just kind of like bursting with light through your energy field, and see how that feels. Okay, and that looks like it feels good. It's all just integrating now and coming together. So yeah, Patrick sounds great, brilliant. No, good, thank you. So, okay, well that looks like it is complete for now. Is that complete for everybody? Yeah. You may find your energy still continues to shift. Just use those keys, use those frequencies that came in today to support. Use it. You could use. I'd suggest keeping them in their separate glasses or bottles. And if it gets a bit low, just top it up again. You can do that. What you can do if you want to put them all together is to get another like drinking bottle or your glass of water that you're drinking from, at any time, and then you could put a little bit from each one in, but to keep the originals separate. You may find that you're drawn to having all of them, or you may find you want one of them and not another. So just go with what feels right and trust your instinct. Can't go wrong. You'll go, and you're building your intuition as you're doing that as well, because you'll probably, you might feel the shift, or you might go, oh yeah, that feels good, or or you might go, oh, I didn't feel anything with that, maybe there's another one. So you're building up your intuition your whole time, and your skills and sensitivities at reading energy. So yeah, it's one of the great things about working with essences. They're brilliant at the whole energy reading thing. So you're welcome, Sean and Patricia, Siobhan, Trisha and Lorraine and Randy and Ireland. So good to have you all here. And we'll see you soon, maybe on Saturday, and if not, on another live stream soon. Okay, take care. Have a good day. Bye.